Hello everyone, welcome to the session on research methodology and media research. Myself Dr. Anisha, faculty at NITTE Institute of Communication, NITTE deemed to be university. Today's module we are going to discuss the importance of literature review. Once you have decided to do research, you have formulated your research problem, it's important to collect or gather knowledge under the study. This literature review becomes an important aspect of research methodology. So, let's look into detail.
Review of literature. A literature review is a survey of books, scholarly articles, and any other sources relevant to a particular issue, area of research, or theory, and by doing, it provides a description, summary, and a critical evaluation of these works in relation to the research problem being investigated. Literature reviews are also designed to provide an overview of sources you have explored while researching a particular topic and to demonstrate to your readers how your research fits within a larger field of study. Basically, a literature review helps in understanding a particular research and study. So, you would get a broader understanding about the topic, also the area. So, it helps you in doing your research better. Here, reader gets easy access to research on a particular topic, ensures no duplication is done. It also provides a clue as to the direction of research or a recommended focus area, highlights some of the key findings, identifies inconsistencies, gaps, and contradiction in the literature. It also provides a constructive analysis of the past methodologies and approaches of other researchers. So if I have to explain this in detail, it says that it gives you an easy access or ensures that no duplication of work is done. Like if your problem is study, if you find already a lot of research is already done, then there is no point in doing this research. So it helps you how your study is different from the study which is already done. So also what are the inconsistency and gaps which are there in that? Maybe you will be able to cover up them in your study. Maybe the methodology which is used by a previous research can also be used, or you could think of different ways how the same things can be adopted. Why do we do a literature review? To see what and what has not been investigated, to identify data sources that other researchers have used, to learn how others have defined and measured key concepts, to develop an alternative research projects, to put your work in perspective, to contribute to the field by moving research forward. Reviewing the literature lets you see what came before, what did and did not work for the other researcher. It also demonstrates your understanding, your ability to critically evaluate research in the field. It also provides evidences that may be used to support your own finding. Writing literature review involves finding relevant publication such as books, journal articles, or critically analyzing them, and you're explaining what you have found. So there are 5 key steps to follow. First, what you have to do is search for relevant literature. Second, evaluate the sources. Then identify the themes, debates, and the gaps. Then you outline the structure. Then you will write your literature review. A good literature review doesn't just summarize the sources. It analyzes, synthesizes, and critically evaluates to give a clear picture of the state of knowledge on that subject. So, a typical literature review consists of following components: an introduction. So, a concise definition of what is a topic under consideration, the scope of the related literature being investigated. The introduction should also note intentional exclusion limitation. Another purpose of introduction is to state the general findings of the review. So you will be able to comment on the availability of sources in the subject area. Then the main body. It can be organized through a chronological approach, theoretical approach, or a thematic approach. So you summarize and evaluate each article for its premise, methodology, and conclusion. You point out inconsistencies, omissions, and errors as it is to identify accuracy, depth, and relevance of the research. Use logical connections and transition to connect the sources. The last one, conclusion. So you summarize the key findings in general terms, which includes notable commonalities between works, opportunity to justify a research proposal. Hence, the idea should be clearly restated and supported to the finding of the research. The last one, reference, accurate in-text citations. You can use a particular format. Most of the time, APA format is used. So you can use a particular format and cite your work in your literature review. It also contains complete and correct citation for every sources. So this is regarding review of literature. Hope this this session was useful for you. If you have any doubts and clarification, please kindly feel free to say.
Thank you. Hope this session was useful. If you have any doubts and clarification, kindly put your inputs in the feedback box. And also there are reading material posted in the same module for further reading. Kindly go through it. Have a great day.